Imagine a place where the earth rises from the ocean like a secret, a forgotten paradise untouched by time, a place where the air smells of salt, flowers, and the whispers of ancient winds. Welcome to the Azores and Madeira, two islands, one soul, where nature sings its quiet song in perfect harmony. Here, the landscape shifts with every step, from the volcanic peaks of the Azores to the lush valleys of Madeira. These islands are alive, their every corner pulsing with the raw beauty of the earth. Waterfalls tumble from cliffs, emerald forests stretch beyond the horizon, and the ocean cradles the land like a timeless embrace. Come with us and let the gentle rhythm of these islands bring you peace, one breathtaking moment at a time. The Azores, a collection of 9 volcanic islands, floating like hidden jewels in the vast expanse of the Atlantic. This is a place where time feels as though it has been paused, waiting for you to arrive. Each island, with its own character, whispers the stories of ancient volcanic eruptions and the quiet forces of nature that still shape its every curve. When you first set eyes on the Azores, it's as if the islands themselves rise from the ocean, like a dream. There's something both otherworldly and deeply grounding about this place. The lush greenery that covers every inch of land feels like the earth's most tender embrace. Here, life moves slower, the rhythm of nature takes over, and all you have to do is listen. On São Miguel, the largest island, you'll find a landscape that seems both fierce and serene. Volcanic craters have carved the earth into breathtaking shapes, creating valleys and lakes so beautiful they look like painted scenes from a distant dream. It's hard to believe that beneath this serenity, the earth is alive, its heart still beating in the hot springs that rise from deep within the ground. Take a moment to imagine standing on the edge of Sete Cidades, a caldera surrounded by emerald hills, 2 lakes nestled inside, one blue, one green, as if they hold the entire sky within them. The clouds pass lazily overhead, casting soft shadows over the landscape, and in that moment you realize the true beauty of the Azores isn't just in what you see, but in the silence that surrounds it. The wind, the rustling of leaves, the occasional call of a bird. Everything here feels like a gentle conversation with nature. The Azores aren't just about dramatic landscapes. They're about the quiet, the simplicity of life that flows through the small villages tucked away in the valleys. Here, the cobblestone streets wind gently through rows of whitewashed houses, their green shutters standing out like the eyes of the island watching over you. You might catch a glimpse of a farmer tending to the land, or an old woman sitting on her doorstep, knitting in the afternoon sun. It's in these small moments, in the quiet exchanges with locals, that the true heart of the Azores reveals itself. Life here is simple, but full. There's no rush, no urgency, just a gentle pace that mirrors the landscape around you. The hills rise behind the villages like silent guardians, watching over the everyday moments that make this place so special. As you wander deeper into São Miguel, a different kind of green opens up before you, a patchwork of lush, rolling fields, neatly lined with rows of tea plants. These are the tea plantations of the Azores, the only ones of their kind in Europe. Here the land wears a cloak of vibrant emerald, the tea leaves shimmering in the soft Atlantic light. The tea fields stretch out in gentle waves, following the curves of the hills. From a distance, they look almost like a green labyrinth, a quiet puzzle for the wind to play with. But up close, there's a rhythm to the fields, each plant a part of the larger song of cultivation, care, and tradition. In the heart of the Azores, where the land breathes with life, the waterfalls flow like the island's own heartbeat, Constant, pure, and soothing, they cascade down emerald cliffs, their white streams cutting graceful lines through the green, a perfect harmony of motion and stillness. These waterfalls are more than just a sight. They are a reminder of the earth's quiet power, a place where you can breathe deeply and let the rush of water carry away everything but the present moment. As you wander deeper into São Miguel, you'll discover the village of Furnas, a place where the earth's warmth rises to greet you. Here, the ground pulses with energy. Hot springs bubble up from beneath the surface, and volcanic fumaroles release steam into the air, giving the landscape an almost mystical quality. The air smells of minerals, of earth, of something ancient. Beneath the tranquil beauty of the Azores lies an ancient story of fire and ash. These islands, born from volcanic eruptions millions of years ago, are still alive with the quiet hum of geothermal energy. Everywhere you look, the earth whispers its fiery origins. From the perfectly formed volcanic craters to the bubbling hot springs that rise from its depths. In Furnas, the ground is so hot, you can feel the warmth radiating through your shoes. Here, locals have turned the earth's heat into a culinary tradition. They prepare cozido, a rich, hearty stew, by burying pots deep into the steaming soil. It cooks slowly for hours, infused with the essence of the volcanic land itself. When the pots are unearthed, it's not just a meal. It's a taste of the Azores' fiery heart. And then there's Lagoa de Fogo, the Lake of Fire. High in the mountains of São Miguel, this volcanic crater lake feels almost otherworldly. Its waters shimmer with a mix of deep blues and greens, reflecting the clouds that often drift lazily over its surface. Standing here, surrounded by silence and the dramatic beauty of the landscape, you can't help but feel like you're at the edge of something timeless. The Azores even offer a rare chance to step into the world of active geology. At Capelinos, on Fayal Island, you'll find a volcanic landscape that's as close as it gets to walking on the moon. This is where the Earth expanded in 1957, as a powerful eruption added new land to the island. Today, you can stand on this stark, ash-covered terrain, looking out at the vast Atlantic, and witness the raw power of creation itself. These volcanic wonders aren't just geological landmarks. They are living reminders of the Azores' wild, untamed spirit. They tell the story of a land shaped by fire and water, of a place where the earth is alive, breathing beneath your feet. For bird lovers, the Azores are a hidden gem. These islands are a key stopover for migratory birds crossing the Atlantic, making them a prime destination for birdwatching. You might spot rare species like the Cory's shearwater, the Azorean bullfinch, which is found nowhere else in the world, or even a wandering albatross. Standing on the cliffs as seabirds soar above the crashing waves feels like stepping into a scene untouched by time. On Pico Island, wine production is an art shaped by nature. Here, vines grow in the cracks of black volcanic rock, protected by stone walls that shield them from the fierce Atlantic winds. This unique method of cultivation, called curais, has earned Pico's vineyards recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The wine they produce, particularly the rich Verdelho, carries the essence of the volcanic soil and the salty sea air. Every sip is a journey through Pico's rugged and resilient landscape. In the summer months, the Azores are transformed into a dreamscape of color as endless hedgerows of hydrangeas bloom across the islands. These flowers, in vibrant shades of blue, pink, and white, aren't just beautiful, they've become a symbol of the Azores. You'll find them lining country roads, winding along cliffs, and encircling volcanic craters like a natural crown. In the Azores, even a simple drive can feel like a journey through a fairy tale, surrounded by blossoms as far as the eye can see. waters surrounding the Azores are a vast blue sanctuary for marine life. Did you know this is one of the best places in the world for whale watching? Nearly 30 species of whales and dolphins pass through these waters throughout the year, including the magnificent sperm whale, which calls this region home. The Azores sit at the crossroads of migratory paths, making each trip out to sea an adventure filled with the possibility of spotting humpbacks, orcas, and even the elusive blue whale, the largest animal to ever live on Earth. Seeing one of these gentle giants breach the surface is a humbling, unforgettable experience. The Azores invite you to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to appreciate the beauty in the simplest of things. Here, you can hear the wind speak, you can feel the earth's heartbeat, and you can rest in the stillness, surrounded by a landscape that feels as ancient as time itself. Welcome to Madeira, an island where the ocean kisses the land and the mountains touch the clouds, rising from the Atlantic like an emerald jewel. Madeira is a place where the earth feels both ancient and alive. It is a land sculpted by volcanic fire, softened by lush vegetation, and forever cradled by the sea. As you arrive, the first thing you notice is the color. Deep greens blanket the landscape, contrasted by splashes of wildflowers and the ever-present blue of the Atlantic. Here, the air carries the scent of salt, eucalyptus, and the sweet fragrance of blooming flowers. It's an island that awakens your senses, yet immediately invites you to slow down and savor its beauty. Madeira is more than a destination. It's a sanctuary where nature and tranquility intertwine. And as we journey deeper into its heart, let the island's gentle rhythm guide you. From the dense forest, the island opens up to the sea, where cliffs stand like ancient sentinels, their rugged faces carved by wind and waves. Madeira's coastline is a masterpiece of contrasts, jagged peaks rising sharply from the water, softened by the endless blue of the Atlantic. As you stand on the edge, the wind carries the scent of salt and freedom. Below, the waves crash relentlessly against the rocks, a sound both powerful and soothing. The sea here is alive, its surface shimmering with sunlight, its depths holding mysteries older than the island itself. Hidden among these cliffs are secret coves and black sand beaches, where the world feels quiet and untouched. Here, time seems to stand still. The ocean's lullaby wraps around you, and for a moment, you become part of this wild, beautiful place, a fleeting note in the song of the sea. Breathe in deeply and let the vastness of the ocean fill you with a sense of awe. The cliffs, the waves, the horizon stretching endlessly, they remind you that nature's beauty is both timeless and boundless. Madeira's heart is traced with pathways known as levadas, gentle canals that carry water from the mountains to the fields below. These narrow channels carve peaceful trail through the island, offering a unique way to explore its inner beauty. Walking along a levada is like following a ribbon of tranquility. The path winds gently through forests, past waterfalls that spill down moss-covered rocks, and through tunnels carved into the mountainside. The soft sound of flowing water is a constant companion, a reminder of the island's lifeblood. As you walk, the world seems to quiet down. The only sounds are the rustle of leaves, the song of birds, and the rhythmic trickle of water. Wildflowers bloom along the path, splashes of color that brighten the emerald green. It's a journey of peace, where every step feels like a meditation. These paths connect the island, not just physically, but spiritually. They invite you to move slowly, to observe, to feel. In the stillness of a levada walk, you discover a deeper connection to the land, to the water, and to yourself. step into Madeira's Laurisilva forest, a relic of a time long past. This ancient forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is like walking through a dream. The air here is cool and moist, carrying the scent of moss, ferns, and rich damp earth. Mist curls through the branches, giving everything a soft, ethereal glow. The trees are old, their trunks twisted and gnarled, covered in a blanket of green moss. These are laurel trees, remnants of a prehistoric world, standing tall as if guarding the secrets of time itself. Their branches arch overhead, creating a natural cathedral where sunlight filters down in dappled patterns, casting a gentle light on the forest floor. Beneath your feet, the ground is alive with ferns, wildflowers, and the delicate trickle of clear streams winding through the undergrowth. This forest breathes with you, each step a quiet conversation between you and nature. As you wander through this ancient woodland, there's a feeling of reverence. It's a place that asks you to slow down, to listen, to feel. In the stillness, the forest speaks. In the rustle of leaves, the song of birds, and the soft whisper of water finding its way through the earth. And finally, we rise to the heights of Madeira's soul, the mountain peaks. As dawn approaches, the world is still wrapped in darkness, the air cool and crisp. But then, the first light touches the peaks of Pico Ruivo and Pico do Arriero, and the island awakens. The clouds roll beneath you like a soft sea, and the sun's golden rays break through, painting the sky with hues of pink, orange, and gold. There's a stillness here that feels sacred, as if the island holds its breath, waiting for the light to spill over its slopes. Standing here, high above the world, you feel both small and infinite. The vastness of the landscape, the beauty of the sunrise, and the quiet majesty of nature fill you with a sense of wonder. It's a reminder that there are still places where time slows, where beauty is untouched, and where peace is as simple as watching the sun rise over a world wrapped in clouds. This is Madeira, a place of mountains and forests, cliffs and sea, where nature invites you to pause, to breathe, and to reconnect with the quiet beauty of the world.